Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. For those who don't know me, who've just joined us, my name is Brother Sean, and I come to you in this early hour from a very, very windswept, bitterly cold Cumbrian Fells here in the northwest of England. And I welcome you, and I trust that in the coming 30 minutes, that we will become more empowered to discern the images of God. Our theme for this evening, as we prepare for the dawn of Aquarius, the coming of the Christ consciousness into our lives. Tonight's theme is really reflecting on those images of God. And I would like to share with you our lighted candle, a humble offering, a gift of love, in recognition for the beauty of creation and for being a Franciscan who embraces not just the Christian faith, but all faiths, like Francis, a 12th century mystic, an eco-spiritual warrior who touched many lives, who touched many hearts. But now we say our Celtic blessing of invitation. In the name of our beloved Father, Mother, God Supreme, who creates life, in the name of the risen cosmic Christ, who loves life, in the name of the Spirit, who is the divine feminine, the fire of life, in the name of Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, who nurtures the divine life in everything that lives, that moves, that breathes, that has its very existence from God. And in the name of all faith traditions, who are the sons and daughters of the Supreme, for they too are our brothers and sisters, members of the mystical body, the mystical heart of the I Am Presence. We celebrate our diversity by coming together as we have, and to break bread together in love. Come, let us go to the table of many blessings, and let us sit there and let us relax. You may have had a busy, tiring, stressful day, and you may be finding it a little bit uncomfortable to suddenly go into relax mode. So let us just begin by making sure that we are comfortable. You can lie on the floor, you can sit upright, or just make yourself comfy. And I would request of you that you remove your shoes, because part of our meditation this evening, this morning, is to work with the energies of Gaia and the energies of the cosmic Christ. So I welcome you, dear friends. I welcome you to this table of love, because there is only love here, because God is love. Let's put aside how God's representatives over the centuries have misrepresented God. But God has a voice. Oh yes. And God does speak to us. Oh yes. He speaks through the language of silence, the language of love. And that love is activated when we are in silence, in stillness, For me, I chose to sit in a woodland, here in the monastery garden, or maybe sat watching the tide come in, or just by an old tree in the forest, where there's no noise, no mobile phone, no iPhone, no iPad, no PC. So let us try and empty our mind now by giving it a well-earned rest from the stressors of yesterday. Shall we focus on our in-breath? Just let's take a nice deep breath and clear those lungs. And now let's blow out, blow heartily, and empty the lung field. And now let's bring our hands together and tighten them as tight as we can, and now gently open them like a butterfly's wings. Shall we try that again? Clench those tired, weary hands, and now release and feel the warmth and the love. And as we place our hands on our lap, we close our eyes and we just visualize beauty. Whatever is beauty for you is beauty. And they do say, don't they, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, my beauty at the moment is looking at this web camera, wondering what you look like, wondering what faces you're making at me, or wondering what you're up to. But I trust you as you trust me. So let us take our place at this table. But before we sit down at the table, can you find your name at this table? Because at this table of blessing, the I Am Presence has called you by name. And you will see your name in gold by your chair. Find it. That is your chair. That's where the Supreme wants you to sit this evening or this morning. And now that you're comfortably sat, greet the person to your right or to your left in this meditation. And just then bring your eyes to the center of this circular table. And in the center, there is a crystal bowl with the most beautiful iridescent pebbles. And there are 4 floating candles. Very simple, very plain. 4 white circular candles floating on these iridescent pebbles. And we've chosen the number 4 because it was just given to me. The number for angelic miracles. Let us find that place in our dream state. And let us just be. Let us be still. And let us know that we are loved at this table. We may be black or white. We may be able-bodied or disabled. We may be vertically challenged. We may have no face. We may be gay or straight. We could be a drug user, a lesbian, a drug pusher, a prostitute, someone who works with the dark. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we are willing to allow the shutters of our heart open so that the rays of love can come in and inspire us to trust in a higher power. So all God's children are welcome with their labels, because labels are man-made. They are not God-given. And now as we begin, let us take another deep breath and hold it, and now release to Gaia. And as we take another in-breath, we give permission to the angelic realm to come. And now we release that permission through Gaia to the company of heaven. And we are becoming so relaxed. The muscles in the nape of our neck have become relaxed and comfortable and soothed. Our arms are resting. Our feet are warm. And we feel safe. And suddenly we hear a knock at the door. There is a knock at the door. And we all look to one another. But we're not afraid. Because something is telling us within our being that this is a surprise. And the door opens. And the archangels come and join us. And they sit behind us with their hands on our shoulders. And behind them, angels of light form a circle of protection. And there's another knock at the door. And our spiritual teachers join us. The Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna, Sri Chinmoy, Francis of Assisi, Claire and Colette, the great Hildegard, the wonderful Gandhi. Many, many more have come to empower you and me, reawaken our heart to love. And as we sit there relaxed, we are receiving the healing rays of love through the hands of the Archangel Princes. And it's sending a wave of love right throughout our whole body to prepare us for the meditation. And there is a peace, there is a stillness, and all we can see flickering are the 4 beautiful candles on the iridescent pebbles. And we can feel the wave of the breeze, and the breeze is the love of the Christ, who is present but not seen. His energetic flow of love is creating the candles to move slightly with the wind of his love. And he invites us to listen to something he wishes to share with us. Realize the independence of my activity for and through you. I have always worked through those who have offered themselves to me, completely independent of their recurring sense of inadequacy, their fears. Never deny me by feeling that an encounter was unproductive, because of your own variable sense of well-being, of sureness. Do not undervalue your every small act of encouragement. So often I have to show you, my children, by assurance given later, how much was achieved when they were conscious of so little. My child, all this reflects in a small way my own activity when subject to earth's limitations. My heart full of foreboding at what lay ahead, but love able to pour through for the revitalizing of so many lives. Your life. As a duty, thank me at each day's end for my purposes going ahead through you, never more than when conscious of having nothing at all, except your possession of me. And in Mark 1 verse 17 we read a beautiful quote, I will enable you to catch men. In other words, I will enable you to lead others back to the source. What is that saying to you? Well, before the meditation, we said the theme this evening was the images of God. Allow me share with you some notes to hold these in your heart at this table. Know to what extent the Creator has honored you above all the rest of creation. The sky is not an image of God, nor is the moon, nor the sun, nor the beauty of the stars, nor anything of what can be seen in creation, have been made the image of the reality that transcends all understanding. The likeness of imperishable beauty, the imprint of true divinity, the recipient of beatitude, the seal of the true light. When you turn to him, you become that which he is himself. There is nothing so great among beings that it can be compared with your greatness. God is able to measure the whole of heaven and the whole of earth with his span. The earth and the sea are enclosed in the hollow of his hand, and you are enclosed in the hollow of his heart. And that is why we are here, because we agreed to return. We agreed to sit at this table and listen to the voice of the Master, the cosmic Christ, in the presence of all of the company of heaven. To be given the keys to unlock the mystery, so that when the dawn of Aquarius strikes, that we are standing ready, not half asleep, because we have seen the face of the Beloved in silence. Now we come to the Christ. Can you sense him here? Can you sense him around you? If you cannot, let us use our gift of free will again and invite him, invoke him to come to you. But first become aware of your heartbeat, your beautiful heartbeat. There are two beats beating simultaneously, unknown to us. For those who walk in trust, having surrendered everything to that truth, they can hear the second beat. And the second beat is that of the cosmic Christ. Let us try it. Are you willing? Are you willing to come out of your comfort zone? Are you willing really to trust your heart instead of listening to the other voices in your head that seek to take you away from your truth? Voices that leave you so fragile and so wounded, so discouraged, that it's an effort to get out of bed. Are you listening to voices that tell you you are useless or that you have no purpose here? These voices are not of the light. You must know this, and you must take responsibility for such voices. You must step into the power of the Christ. You must name them. You must bless them. And you have a duty to your higher self to release them to the light. So now, as we sit in the stillness and the silence, the flames of the 4 white candles on the iridescent pebbles are moving. There is a definite movement with the flame. Something is happening. Someone is present. Someone is coming to us. Let us close those eyes and let us invite our higher self to summon the Christ light, to summon the beating heart of the Supreme. And let us now listen for our heartbeat. Let us be aware of our heartbeat. And now let us call on the Christ. Let us take him at his word. Let us challenge him to honor his word to us. He made a promise to us. And now we have a duty of care in our spiritual relationship with the Supreme to ask the Christ to honor his promise. And his promise is this: whenever you need me, I will come to you. Whatever you ask in my name, I will do it for you. So we now challenge, use those words. Let us take responsibility. Let us be spiritually mature and alert to those promises. And let us ask the Christ to honor his promise to now come to us and to allow us hear and sense his heartbeat within us, within our soul, within our mind, body and spirit. Let us ask him now. And with every in-breath that we take, let us focus our mind on what is behind me here, the mystical heart of the cosmic Christ, radiating indigo, blue and green from the Christ presence through this camera into your space. His energies are alive. They are working. They are coming through to you, but you have a duty to allow them or reject them. The choice is yours to make, and it is freely given. If you wish to feel the heartbeat of the cosmic Christ for you, you will feel it. I give you my word. My word is true. If you place your hands over your heart and allow love flow through you, the love of the Supreme flow through every part of you. Having surrendered your negativity, your fear, your sadness, your sorrow, and just be in a state of bliss and wellness, knowing that you are a child of the Beloved. If you have preempted yourself, ready for this moment, and having surrendered your heart to love, you will feel the heartbeat of the Christ. Just take a non-labored breath and focus on the hands of Jesus, the Christ, the cosmic Christ, placing his hands on your hands over your heart. Feel the love. Feel the love of the Supreme bathe you now in the most beautiful, exquisite love. Feel your hands burning like they've never burnt before. That is the Christ's love, preparing your heart to hear his beat of love for you. My Lord and my God, it is you. You are here. My Lord, my Lord. Just allow the warmth of divine love and feel the love of the messengers of God whose hands are still on your shoulders, grounding you, protecting you. But feel the love of the Christ in your hands. Feel his hands hold your hands, caress your weary hands. And now allow the rays of this love flow right through into your heart. And it flows down through your feet to Gaia, to prepare the earth, to prepare mankind and the animal kingdom to embrace Christ consciousness. Feel the beating heart of love for you. Feel the love that the Creator has stored up for you, that has waited a long, long time for you to come back to your heart and therein find one of the keys to unlock the mystery. The mystery that Christ consciousness is already within us the moment we have surrendered our heart. we become Christ's head, and He comes into us, and He allows us see Him. He allows us touch Him. He allows us to become Him in essence, in love. My Lord and my God. You are the Christ, the Son of God. You are the Anointed One. Touch us this evening, this morning, and allow us see your face. Allow us see you and touch you. Allow us to be caressed by your love. Allow us to become that love. For you are light. You are love. You are peace. You are joy.